smooth. So smooth. Hello, Bridgetown. How you doing? This is a phenomenal festival. I'm getting to be an older man because that's what happens. I'm getting older. This is how I know that I'm getting older. You just have to come to terms with certain things. And now that I'm getting older, I've just had to come to terms with the fact that I guess I just really like Billy Joel. I guess that's just who I am now, is a guy who really likes Billy Joel. And that seems to be a sign of age, because I think I can relate to Billy Joel, because I'm a guy who used to have better sex, right? I'm a guy who once upon a time you think, he might have had sex with somebody pretty hot a long time ago, and his hair looks bad now, but there was probably a time when he had pretty good hair. That's what it looks like. I like Billy Joel. Billy Joel's a great songwriter. He is brilliant, but people make fun of Billy Joel, and I think it's because all his songs are great, but nobody ever heard a Billy Joel song ever and went, hold on, this is my jam. Nobody ever said that about a Billy Joel song. Not even people in Allentown. It's just like Billy Joel music goes all just super pleasant is what it is. Like, he doesn't rock, for sure. Even like Big Shot, if you remember the song Big Shot, there's a big guitar solo in the middle. What it sounds like Billy Joel is an impressionist. And he's like, hey guys, I'm going to do an impression of somebody who rocks. That's kind of what it sounds like. If you're in the car with me, and we're taking a drive, and I'm driving, well, you've made a mistake, but that's not what we're here for. But if you're in the car with me, and I turn on the radio, I don't care what song comes on, I'm probably going to go, hold on, this is my jam. But I'm lying. That is not my jam. I'm just trying to impress you, because I don't think I have a jam. I don't think I'm the kind of person who comes with a jam. Like, I've always wanted to have a jam. Like, for a little while, I thought maybe my jam was BTO's Taking Care of Business. But then I realized that's not my jam, because that's everybody's jam. No one man can have that jam. Like, we're all taking care of business. Every day. But then I went and saw the musical Les Mis, and I swear to God, after every song, I thought, oh man, maybe this is my jam. Oh my God, like there's a song where Fantine is lamenting the fact that she's going to die and she may never see her daughter again, and what a cruel universe, and I'm listening to it thinking, that's my jam. And then there's a song where the old man is lamenting the fact that he's lived so long but a purposeless life, and there's a young man going off to war and he may die, and he sings, bring him home. And I think, oh God, that's my jam. And then I thought, maybe just sadness is my jam. Maybe just depression is my jam. Like, just any time I hear the sound of my own tears, hold on, this is my jam. I do. I go through a little bit of depression because I'm me, and I noticed. Anyway, I love being here at the lodge. My father was a veteran. So I'm like very impressed with all of these things of people who did things with their lives. Whereas I'm like, I got a lot of Star Wars figures. Is that something? But these are people who fought in World Wars. My dad fought in World War II, and my dad had one leg. And I know you're thinking, big deal. My dad had one leg, but what I mean is my dad only had one leg. Give you an idea of how many legs my dad had. I literally have twice as many legs as my dad. And it gives you a different kind of perspective, because you have different chores growing up than people in a different set of circumstances. Like when I was a kid, I had to hang up my dad's stump socks on the washing line. You probably didn't have to do that. You probably had a dryer. Well, my dad was a hero, and I think that we can all agree that the World War II generation is the greatest generation ever. That's true. You can't take that away from them. Am I right? Seriously? And I think that that's true, and it's worth noting. But it's also worth noting that if you went to a costume party with guys from my dad's generation, there was a very good chance one of them was going to show up dressed as an Orient blackface. Because man, was my dad's generation racist. They were could be surprisingly racist, just like almost racism perfected. It was like, wow, you guys just didn't like anybody. That was amazing. They just didn't really like anybody. You almost wonder how they had time for anything else. As they were just so. And of course, people reacted different ways to being oppressed, because everybody's been oppressed. African Americans were told that they were stupid, and they said, well, no, how about you don't make it illegal for us to read? And then maybe you'll see what'll happen. Asians were just like, hey, we'll build the railroads, can you just not blow us up? How about that? I'm Irish, and there's even racism against Irish people. We are told that we are alcoholics and that we are drunks. And the Irish response to being told this was, yup, you nailed it, man. That is, you got it, buddy. You got us pegged, boy. I am Irish. I managed to avoid the scourge of alcoholism. I'm more a pill man. I like Vicodin. I'm kind of a Vicodin guy. And that's why I don't trust doctors, because doctors prescribe Vicodin to me. Really? You saw me walking in and thought, that's what that sad guy needs? A big bottle of happiness. He can handle this. And also, doctors will tell you not to mix Vicodin and vodka. They'll tell you that. And they're crazy, because that is awesome. That is so fun. Oh my God, are you crazy, doctor? And they'll say, oh, but better be careful, because it could ruin your liver. And I'm always like, does it look like I want to live a long time? I don't think suicide's a bad option. I just don't have the nerve, I want to die just slightly faster than alcoholism, but slower than rope. That's my philosophy, really. I do like Vicodin, boy. I tell you, you want me to help you move a couch? I'll move it. I'll be the one guy moving the couch. I'll one-arm it just doctor, thank you, medicine. I'll tell you a quick story, and I want to apologize ahead of time for the content of the story. This is the story of me having sex. And I apologize ahead of time. I don't like to picture me naked any more than you do. And if I could put someone handsome in the story, I would, but this is just how the story goes. So just look around and pick anybody who's not me and imagine that's who the story's about. So I'm having sex with this young lady, and the reason we're having sex is because she agreed to have sex with me. Which is the most romantic thing I can say, is that we had reached an accord. Sex is going to be had. And this woman, this is a true story, wanted to make love while listening to sexy music. Which is fine. I don't need a soundtrack. Your sheer presence is enough for me, but that's fine. But this is true. The sexy music she wanted to listen to was Adele. I'm going to have sex while and Adele is great music, but it's not sexy music. It's like sad music. Except that now when I hear Adele on the radio, pretty sexy. Because I remember, oh yeah, that ladies let me see her naked. So I think the women have it backwards. Music does nothing for sex. Sex just makes anything sexy. Like if I met a woman and she wanted to have sex while listening to Tennessee Ernie Ford, then the rest of my life, that would be sexy. I hear it on the radio. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Boner. That's what you get. All right, guys. Thank you. And Bridgetown, thank you.